What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about British music that never made it here to the United States. So today, I want to take a look at this Reddit discussion where somebody asked, who are the biggest music artists in the UK who haven't made it internationally? Because I gotta be honest, here in America, it really feels like we're kind of stuck in our own American culture bubble. And as a result, there's a lot of great musicians and bands and just music out there that we never hear about. So today, I want to take a look at some British music that I've never heard before and see what we're missing out on. So let's take a look, starting with people talk often about Robbie Williams. Robbie Williams. Sounds kind of like Robin Williams, but I've never heard of Robbie Williams. Is this someone who's popular in the UK? And Oasis. I've heard of Oasis. We've talked about Robbie Williams and Oasis not breaking America. I'd kind of disagree with that. I think Oasis broke into America for sure. I mean, when they might have defined themselves in the United States just with one song, Wonderwall, which was like an absolute smash hit in the United States and I'm sure all over the world. So for that song alone, Oasis is famous in the United States. They got other good songs. I don't know their whole catalog or anything, like Stop Crying Your Heart Out and Champagne Supernova. I know some Oasis. That's probably like the most surface level. Those are like the really popular songs. I'm acting like I'm a really diehard Oasis fan. I know the 8th song on their album on the B-side. Like, no, I don't. But I know Oasis a bit. But Robbie Williams, I think, deserves to be looked up. Which British artists are huge in the UK but haven't even broken Europe? Really? So we're not even just saying the United States. This is British music artists that might just not have broken out of the UK, not even into the rest of Europe. All right, enough stalling. Robbie Williams, if we go to YouTube here, type in Robbie Williams, we get, I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to just go for their most famous song as kind of way to look at a couple different artists today and get a little snapshot of what they're like. This is called Angels. Angels.
I sit and wait. There's an angel.
Okay.
Contemplate my fate.
Not what I was expecting.
Do they know the places where we go?
Okay.
When we're gray and old.
Okay. I get it.
I have been told that salvation lets their wings unfold.
I don't know if he does like in the United States there's such a thing as Christian bands. I don't think he just does religious like topics with his songs. I just think this song happens to be about angels. Because it's coming across as very sort of like a ballad, very like harmonious and like soothing, and he's a good singer. It's a nice song.
So when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head,
I do not know this guy.
I feel that love is dead.
That's for sure. I do not know him.
I'm loving angels and instead.
Okay.
And through it, oh, she offers me protection,
Okay.
a lot of love and affection.
All right.
Whether I'm right or wrong,
Okay. Now we're talking.
Wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me. When it comes to call,
Okay.
she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead.
Nice. I think it really took up until the chorus there to actually like sell me on this. Is good. He's good. Robbie Williams. I'm sure he has other songs, but as just a first reaction, introduction to him, and this song of his, Angels, sounds like that's one of his more well-known songs. He's good, and it's catchy, and I could absolutely have seen that playing on the radio in the United States. Maybe not nowadays. I don't know when that song came out. It feels like it's a little old, not like that old, but the popular music in the United States right now, like this would have no chance. I'm not that big of a fan of what's popular right now in the United States. Pop music, not a huge fan. So I actually really enjoy this Robbie Williams and the style of music he was doing there. I wouldn't mind looking more into him at another time, actually. Let's scroll down here and see some more recommendations from people in the UK. So, in terms of number one singles, Tinny Tempa has the most number ones in the UK without having a number one outside of the UK or Ireland. Really? Now that's interesting. This was one of the highest voted comments here. Tinny Tempa. Is that supposed to be like a play on words? Like he has a temper? Tinny Tempa. Written in the Stars featuring Eric Turner 14 years ago. Yeah, this is his most popular by far. I know this. What are you talking about? What do we say? This is Tinny Tempa? What are you talking about? This is like a very, very well-known song in the United States. This was 14 years ago? Well, anyway, how the time has flown by. I remember this was on the radio here in the United States. This was like a smash hit. I will say, I don't know the name Tinny Tempa. I think he was kind of a one-hit wonder in the United States. Kind of like maybe like Oasis with Wonderwall. But I've definitely heard that song before. What about Pass Out? All right. Getting experimental here.
It's okay, I'm good. Let's go!
This is like kind of contemporary. Like how long ago was this? 15 years? Semi-contemporary, we'll say. All right, he's good, and I've heard him before. I just didn't know his name. Oasis might not be as popular in the United States, but they have just sold out a U.S. stadium tour, so I wouldn't say they never broke America. Oasis definitely broke America. I gotta put this to rest. Like, they have a ton of fans here. I think the metric we're going with today is, have I ever heard of them? And am I familiar with at least one of their songs? Tinny Tempa, I've never heard of. Turns out I've heard a song of his. I just didn't know it. Robbie Williams, I've never heard of, and I've never heard his music before. That's a perfect example of someone who's popular in the UK but never in America. Oasis, I've heard of them, and I know several of their songs, so No, they don't belong on this list. They're too successful in America. I know she isn't British, but Kylie Minogue? She isn't British. If she isn't British, she doesn't get to be in this video. Get out of here. Isn't British. Apparently, Blur are only known for one song, which is ridiculous as it's far from their best song. Blur? Blur song? Who is this Blur? Are they known for Song 2? Why is it called Song 2? Is this what they're known for? I don't know this. Do I? Okay. Oh, this sounds familiar. This is British? Wait, they're a British band? Okay. I know this. How does this go? Yeah, okay. I forgot about this.
It wasn't easy,
This is good.
but nothing is.
I've heard this somewhere. Yeah, I forgot about this. What is this from? This is 15 years ago. Feels like all of these are exactly 15 years old. Their name is... I've heard this song. I didn't know they were British. I guess that's another recurring theme today, is sometimes there are songs that make it in America, but we don't know who they're by. I've never heard of Blur. Only known for one song. Yeah, they kind of are known for that song. It's called Song 2. So it is called... I was like so confused. I was like, the song is called Song 2? They're awesome. Maybe they have other great music as well, but... in terms of number one singles, Tinny Tempa, right, that was the most upvoted comment. The Jam would have to be up there. Massive in the UK, but barely a dent elsewhere. The Jam? Okay. The Jam? Is this going to come up with a song? They have a song called... What's their most popular song? Town Called Malice? That's got the most views by the look of it. Town Called Malice. Okay. Never heard of The Jam. Alright. Got my attention. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. I like this. I like this. I genuinely enjoy this. What the heck? The Jam? This feels kind of old. When was this? It says 15 years ago. Feels older to me. The Jam? Massive in the UK, barely a dent elsewhere. That's too bad. Because this is what I'm talking about. How you can grow up here in the United States and you just miss out on so much. But thankfully, thanks to the internet, I'm broadening my horizons here a little bit. Stone Roses. Okay, Stone Roses. I've definitely never heard of these people before. I Wanna Be Adored. Is that their biggest? That looks like their biggest song. I Wanna Be Adored. Okay, enough. Do we have to have these artistic intros? These artistic long intros? Come on. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm skipping forward and it's not starting. This is why it never made it in America. No one could play the song. Your intro is too long. All right, let's give them a chance. They're building it up, building it up. Building it up like Pink Floyd or something. Okay. Okay, this feels more indie. This feels like more of a British indie band. Okay, I just gotta say, just from like a marketing point of view, my advice to the Stone Roses, your song has to start, like it's been 1 minute and 26 seconds and your song hasn't started. You're losing a lot of people, I think. All right. Very indie. This is an interesting vibe, as you might say. I don't know what kind of music this is. It's extremely... I don't think I've ever heard British indie music. But I like the idea that, not selling your soul. But that song was testing my... I think my attention span has been killed or something by the internet. The Fall? The Fall. Is that the name of a band? The Fall? All right, I'll plug it in. The Fall. I'm just getting some country music, which I doubt is correct. The Fall are barely known here. So The Fall is a British band. British. I'm going to type The Fall British. British people in hot weather. This only has 13,000 views. They're not very known in Britain either. Let's give them a chance. All right.
British people in hot weather. British people in hot weather. British people in hot weather.
Yeah.
British people in hot weather.
Yeah. British people in hot weather. British people in hot weather. What a song. That's the name of the song, and that's... Oh, let's keep going. I'm sorry. I'm not... I don't have time to listen to the entire songs, as you might have noticed, because I'm trying to get a good sampling of a lot of different British music here, as much as I can. Black Lace? Never heard of them. Black Lace? Black Lace? Have you... Black Lace, okay. They have a new single on the way. I Am the Music Man? Is that... Wait. Hokey Cokey? Hokey Cokey? That has a couple million views.
Well, you put your left arm in, your left arm out, in, out, you shake it all about.
Okay.
Do the hokey cokey and you turn
The Hokey Cokey.
That's what it's all about. Oh, the hokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey. Oh, the hokey cokey. Knees bent, arms stretched, rah, rah, rah. You put your right.
Wow, the Hokey Cokey. Yeah. All right. Am I on the right track here? Are these popular in the UK? I feel like the further down the list we go, the more obscure this gets. Even in the UK, we're listening to the Hokey Cokey. Depeche Mode? Depeche Mode are huge outside the UK, but not big in their own country. Interesting. The Streets, he isn't big, but he's talented. Well, it seems like the further I go down this list, we're almost getting into British music that isn't even that well known in Britain, which kind of says that if you're really really big in the UK, you're probably going to get some success in the rest of the world. There's not that many artists that are huge in the UK and haven't gotten some kind of attention in America, I think. I think the best example today was this Robbie Williams guy. Yeah, see here? He has 300 million views on his song Angels. 100 million on Rock DJ. Oh, this song has more. Feel? This is called Feel. This has like 400 million views. This guy is popular in the UK.
Come on, hold my hand. I wanna contact the living.
Huh.
Not sure I understand this road I've been given.
Interesting.
I sit and talk to God.
You know, I gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised that he's so famous. This would not do well in the United States. It's just too... I think we just have our brains fried here in America. This is just not enough going on. Which is kind of sad when I say that out loud. Like, we should be able to enjoy kind of more chill, mellow music.
And he just laughs at my plan.
Because he has a good voice.
My head speaks a language I don't understand.
All right. What's the chorus?
I just wanna feel real love, feel the home that I live in.
Okay.
'Cause I got too much life running through my veins, going to waste.
I gotta be honest, it sounds kind of like a Christian rock band in the United States. Rock DJ? Okay.
Me with the floor show, kicking with your torso. Boys getting high and the girls even more so.
What?
Raise your hands if you're not with a man. Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
I got, you got, we got everybody.
What's going
I
on?
got the gift, gonna stick it in the goal. It's time to move your body.
Whoa!
Babylon back in business. Can I get a witness? Every girl, every man.
All right. look at this guy. Okay.
I don't wanna rock, DJ,
Okay.
but you're making me feel so nice. When's it gonna stop?
All right.
DJ,
Maybe I spoke too soon.
'cause you're keeping me up all night.
All right. You know what? I like this one. This is different than the other two. You can't really put this guy into typecast him, I guess. Because this is quite different than the last two songs, which sounded like, honestly, like borderline gospel music or something. I like that last one, Rock DJ. Okay, he's got a good voice. Robbie Williams, that's it. There were quite a few ones in here. This ranged from music that I genuinely think is kind of good to stuff that I'm not at all surprised it didn't track here in the United States. We do tend to just, you all know what a typical American pop song sounds like, even throughout time that, even through the 2000s to now, you kind of know. And it seems like some of these British artists just don't fit exactly into that mold, which I think is totally fine and cool. And it's a lot of fun to actually hear some different music. That's good. So I quite enjoyed this. I feel like I got a lot of cool exposure here today to this stuff. So anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on British music that never made it to the United States. And please feel free to give your opinion on music you think deserves to be in this list. Great British music that Americans don't know about. That'd be awesome to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Britain and learning about British culture and seeing British stuff I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.